It is I, Kaiba the Pug. I'm here today to do the introduction for Daddy's video. Today is Tuesday, and Tuesdays are when Daddy does his Dollarama Draws of Destiny. Yay! Now, unfortunately, Daddy did his Draws of Destiny in the car, and it kind of sucks because he didn't know, but his buddy Perry, he was leaving like 10 minutes after Daddy got home, and so Daddy could have just came home and did the video with me, but oh well. So instead I said, Daddy, I know you was upset, let me do the introduction, and then you can cut off the introduction you shot because it wasn't very good, because you was grumpy, and then I'll make it better for you, and then in the middle of the video you can post some clips, well, a clip, maybe two, we'll see, from the trip when we went to see Kai this summer. We didn't shoot very many films, so we didn't have enough to make a proper film, but we have a couple clips that we can put in, so we'll see. Anyways, I just wanted to shoot a quick introduction, so for all you Magic players, and of course you Puggy lovers, stay tuned to see more of me, and enjoy the cards. Okay, love you all. Thanks. Bye. I have 4 packs of Destiny for you guys today for Dollarama Draws of Destiny. These are actually hard to find now, so I'm kind of doing like 1 per video or less from this point forward, I think, just to kind of save the ones that I have left in case that they don't come back. But I do have these ones, and yeah, so we're just gonna open 4 packs of Destiny today. I'm gonna probably split it into 2 parts like I did with Thursday and Sunday's videos, and try and put some Kaiba stuff in the middle since Kaiba can't be part of the video, and we'll go from there. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are having a good Tuesday. Rip open the first pack. And let's see what we pull. Maybe we can pull some cool stuff and brighten my day a bit. I figure I'll open 2 of these packs, and then I will do a break, and then I'll open the 3rd one of these, and I'll save the other one for last, just to see. We got a Glimmer Bairn. 1 green for a 1/2, sacrifice a token, this thing gets +2/+2 until end of turn. You can make this thing pretty big, actually, if you have a whole bunch of tokens on your board. But I mean, do I really want to do that? Not so much. Story Weave. I've never pulled that one. 2 and a green, instant. Either put 2 +1/+1 counters on target creature you control, or put 2 lore counters on target saga. The next time 1 or more enchantment creatures enter the battlefield under your control this turn, each enters with 2 additional +1/+1 counters on it. So that's like really good in an enchantment-based deck, but otherwise, you're still getting 2 +1/+1 counters on a creature at instant speed. That's not bad. Ulamog's Nullifier, Eldrazi Processor. Never pulled one of these before. 2, a blue and a black for a 2/3 with Devoid, Flash, Flying. When it enters the battlefield, you may put 2 cards your opponents own from exile into their owner's graveyards. If you do, counter target spell. Huh. That's interesting. That's very tricksy to pull off. Slaying Fire. 2 and a red. Deals 3 damage to any target. If at least 3 red mana was spent to cast this spell, it deals 4 damage instead. Okay. That's not bad. Ooh, that's cute. I like that. Crow of Dark Tidings. 2 and a black for a zombie bird. 2/1. That's kind of disappointing. Flying, when it enters battlefield or dies, mill 2 cards. I like that part, though. Patron of the Wild. 1 green for a 1/1 with Morph, 2 and a green. And when this thing is turned face up, target creature gets +3/+3 until end of turn. Yeah. Okay. Bloodfile Purveyor. 2 and 2 black. Flying Trample 5/6. Damn.
Whenever an opponent casts a spell, that player creates a blood token. Whenever this thing attacks, it gets +1/+0 for each blood token defending player controls. I kind of like it. Kind of like it way much. That's a pretty cool vampire, and I like the artwork around it too. Nice. Bandit's Hall. That's actually a good pull too. Whenever you commit a crime, put a loot counter on this thing. Only once per turn though. Tap to add 1 mana of any color, or pay 2 and tap, remove 2 loot counters from this thing and draw a card. Pretty decent. Pretty decent. So far we're about half and half for this pack. Ghoul Caller's Accomplice. 1 and a black for 2/2. Human Rogue. Pay 3 and a black. Exile this thing from your graveyard. Put a 2/2 black zombie creature token onto the battlefield. But you can only do it at sorcery speed. It's okay. It's not, that's probably like right in the middle of the road with the Glimmer Baron. Surveillance Monitor, sorry. 3 and a blue for... When this thing enters the battlefield, you can collect evidence 4. Exile cards with total mana value 4 or greater from your graveyard. Whenever you collect evidence, you create a 1/1 colorless Thopter artifact creature token with flying. And it's a 3/3. That's okay. I don't really like exiling stuff from my graveyard that much though usually, so probably not going to be as useful to me as it might be to somebody else. 1 and a green. Look at the top 4 cards of your library. You can reveal a creature or land from among them, put it into your hand, put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. So if you don't actually get a creature or a land, you basically just whiff with this thing. That kind of sucks, but at least it would clear 4 things. You know what? That's not bad actually. It'll clear some crap out of the top of your deck if you are stuck. Ooh, Bramble Guard Captain. 3 and a red for a 2/3. I love this guy. Mouse Soldier. At the beginning of combat on your turn, target creature you control gets +X/+0 until end of turn, where X is the power of this card. It is one of my favorites from Bloomburrow. I do love that mouse. Ooh, we got a Lily Splash Mentor again too. Nice. We pulled this the other day. 2, a green and a blue for a 4/4 with reach, and you can pay 1 and a green and a blue to exile target creature you control. Not him though. Return to the battlefield under its owner's control with a +1/+1 counter on it. Pretty decent. Thornwood Falls is a good land too. Gain a life, green-blue. I like that. Abomination of Llanowar! Ooh! 1 green and black for our first legendary of the day. Vigilance Menace. This thing's power and toughness are each equal to the number of elves you control plus the number of elf cards. Oh my goodness! That thing's insane! I don't know if I've ever pulled that before. It's definitely going in my green-black elf deck though, if I don't have a copy of it. That is a huge hit, guys! Awesome! Pack number 2, coming at you! Alright. I'm feeling a little bit better now. That first pack was actually pretty good. There's a lot of fun stuff in there. I'm particularly fond of that. That is really cool. That and the Blood Vial Purveyor are 2 cards I've never pulled before, I don't think. And both are pretty solid pulls for a Dollarama pack. For sure. Another Glimmerburn! Historian's Wisdom. 2 and a green. Enchant artifact or creature. When this thing enters the battlefield, if enchanted permanent is a creature with the greatest power among creatures on the battlefield, you get to draw a card. And as long as enchanted permanent is a creature, it gets +2/+1. Why would you enchant an artifact then? That seems weird. Sigiled Starfish is a decent pull. I do love that. 0/3, so it's got decent toughness, but the best part is you can just tap it to scry 1. So, very good card for my blue deck, for example. I think I already have one of those, though. Foul Orchard, sorry. Enters battlefield tapped, get green or black. That's alright. I would have preferred if it actually counted as a swamp and forest, but I will take it. Deadeye Tormentor, 2 and a black for a 2/2. When it enters the battlefield, if you attacked with a creature this turn, target opponent discards a card. I kind of like that, actually. Reduced to Ashes, 4 and a red, deals 5 damage to target creature. If that creature would die, gets exiled instead. It's pretty expensive, and it's sorcery speed, so I'm gonna say Twice Upon a Time, that looks cool. 4 and 2 blue, with 2 and a blue for a sorcery speed. Search your library for a doctor card, reveal it, put it into your hand, and shuffle. Ooh, nice. And also at sorcery speed, cast this spell only if you control 2 or more doctors. Take an extra turn after this one. Wow. Okay. Well, that's a good card. Make your own luck. 3 green and blue. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. You may exile a non-land card from among them. If you do, it becomes plotted. Put the rest into your hand. You may cast it as a sorcery on a later turn without paying its mana cost. Ooh, nice. Cool. I like that card, too. Gone Missing. 4 and a blue. Put target permanent on top of its owner's library. Investigate. That's too expensive. No thank you. Blinding Fog. 2 and a green. Prevent all damage that would be dealt to creatures this turn. Creatures you control gain hexproof until end of turn. Nice. I like that. Swift Reckoning. 1 and a white. Sorcery. If there are 2 or more instant and or sorcery cards in your graveyard, you may cast this thing as though it had flash. So, instant speed. And destroy tap target creature. Nice. Okay, I like that. Ooh. An extra Dance with Tumbleweeds is always a good card to pull. 1 and a green for the initial cost, plus an extra green to search your library for basic land or desert and put it onto the battlefield. And then plus an extra 3 to create an XX green elemental creature token where X is the number of lands you control. Heck yes, I will take that. Fall of the Hammer, we pulled that the other day, didn't we? Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to another target creature. I think so. 1 and a red, I like it though. It's a good card for sure. Inspiring Captain, 3 and a white. Enters the battlefield. Creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. It is a 3/3 for 3 and a white. So, I mean, it's not terrible, but probably not going to get much play in most of my decks unless I build a new Knights deck or something. And Sunhome Stalwart. 1 and a white for a 2/2 first strike with Mentor. Whenever this creature attacks, put +1/+1 counter on target attacking creature with lesser power. That's alright. Not amazing, but alright. I mean, that pack was okay. We got a couple. Well, actually, you know what? We got some pretty good stuff at the beginning of that pack. The end of that pack kind of dozed off somewhat. But I mean, that Blinding Fog is pretty solid. Make Your Own Luck is crazy cool. And I'm digging the Twice Upon a Time thing. If I can get a collection of doctors, that would definitely be a card I would use in a doctor deck. Alright, well, those are the first 2 packs. I'm going to put a stop here, and then I'm going to come back and do 2 more packs with you guys. See you in a bit. Too hot in the car, eh, Kaiba? Yeah. Nice and cool in this little, like, river or stream, whatever it is. Bless you. Hey, Kaiba. I know. Once we get you cooled off, we get back on the road, go see Kai. Yeah? Alright. Okay, hopefully that Kaiba moment was cute. I'm not sure what I put in there. Probably just something from our play trip the other day, maybe. I'm not sure. Or maybe I will film something when I get home if Kaiba's doing something cute. We'll see. Anyways, 2 more packs to go. I really want to get this done so I can get home to my baby because I am also very tired. And I have a feeling he's going to want to go out. And I know that he's going to be upset that I've been gone this long already, so... yeah, all that good stuff. I just want to get this done and go home and get on with the day. I'm not sure what else I will do because... holy crap, 3 for 3 we pulled that card. Although, not the same style, but the exact same artwork. Hotshot Mechanic. 1 white for a 2/1. Cruise vehicles as though its power were 2 or greater. No, were 2 greater. Okay, so it can crew vehicles up to 4 when you tap it. Nice, that's actually pretty cool. I like that. I don't like the fact that its butt is so weak, but I mean, otherwise, I'm not going to plan to attack with it probably, so, or block with it. Clattering Skeletons, 3 and a black for a 4/3. When this thing dies, venture into the dungeon. Sure, I'm okay with that. Merfolk Spy, another one of those. I'm definitely happy with those. Island Walk, whenever this thing deals combat damage to a player, that player reveals a card at random in his or her hand. Pretty good. Sip of Hemlock, never pulled that before. 4 and 2 black. Destroy target creature, its controller loses 2 life. That's really expensive sorcery, so I'm going to say no thanks. Zombie Boa. Ah, just missed the cutoff for old school art. 4 and a black for a 3/3 zombie snake. Pay 1 and a black, choose a color. Whenever this thing becomes blocked by a creature of that color this turn, destroy that creature. Okay, so basically you can pay 1 and a black to give this thing Death Touch, but it has to be blocked by a specific color for the Death Touch to take place. That's interesting. Makes for a little bit more complicated card, but I kind of like it. I'm going to put it with the hot shot in the middle there. Ooh, new Planeswalker! Jace, Architect of Thought. I've never pulled this version of Jace before. 2 and 2 blue for 4 loyalty. +1 until your next turn. Whenever a creature an opponent controls attacks, it gets -1/-0 until end of turn. -2, reveal the top 3 cards of your library. An opponent separates those cards into 2 piles. Put 1 pile into your hand and the other at the bottom of your library in any order. -8, for each player, search that player's library for a non-land card and exile it. That player shuffles their library. You may cast those cards with it. Whoa! Thank you! That might be the hit of the day, ladies and gentlemen. Boombox 2. You have to pay 6, tap it, sacrifice it to destroy up to 1 target artifact, up to 1 target creature, and up to 1 target land. I'm gonna go with no. Ooh, Pinnacle Kill Ship, though. I'm going to go with yes. 7. When this spacecraft enters, it deals 10 damage to up to 1 target creature. Ooh. Once it has 7+ counters on it, it becomes an artifact creature with flying, and it's a 7/7. Thank you very much. Not as good as Jace, but definitely good. Gone Missing, we already decided that wasn't so good. Blinding Fog, I'll take a second copy of that any day, though. Aspiring Captain, Downwind Ambusher, 3 and a black. Skunk Assassin, 4/2 flash. When this thing enters, choose 1. Target creature and opponent controls gets -1/-1, or destroy target creature and opponent controls that was dealt damage this turn. It's okay. I give it props for being Bloomburrow, but so I'll put it in the middle for that reason, but it's not necessarily the best by any means. Fearless Halberdier? Not old school. 3/2 for 2 and a red. No thanks. And Sonar Strike. 1 and a white. Deals 4 damage to target attacking, blocking, or tapped creature, and you gain 3 life if you control a bat. Nice. I've never pulled that one before. I like it, though. Middle of the road. I mean, so far, definitely the best hits of the day are the Abomination of Land War, the Blood Purveyor. Both these Blinding Fogs are huge. Jace. Make Your Own Luck and Twice Upon a Time, I would say, are the best hits of the day. I don't know which one is the best. Probably the Jace, but I could be wrong. Last pack for you guys. And then I can get home. Thankfully, I just go and park really close by at like the local grocery store when I need to do these videos, unless I'm like stopping somewhere on my way home and I don't intend to try and go home first to see. Today I really hoped that my dad was going to be out, but that's okay. This has made me feel a lot better. And I apologize for the rant at the beginning, guys. Last pack, we have a pileated? I'm going to go with pileated provisioner. 4 in a white. Rude transport truck. 4 in a white, 3/4 flying. When this thing enters, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control without flying. Okay. Keen-eyed Raven, 2 in a white, flying, 2/2. When it enters battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on another target creature you control. I'm seeing a pattern with this pack. Expedition Raptor. I'm seeing a very big pattern with this pack. 3 and 2 white, 2/2 flying. When it enters the battlefield, support 2. Put a +1/+1 counter on each of up to 2 other target creatures. What are the odds? 3 birds in a row, all of them give a +1/+1 counter, and all of them fly. Ah, the pattern is broken. But we got an old school card. Witch Hunter. 2 and 2 white, tap, deals 1 damage to target player. Pay 1 and 2 white, tap, return target creature an opponent controls to their owner's hand. I like it. I like it way much. Ooh, Soul Flare. 4 and 2 black, delve. Each card you exile from your graveyard while casting this cost reduces the cost by 1 colorless. So you could, in theory, exile 4 cards and make it 2 black for a 4/4. And if a creature with flying was exiled with this thing's delve ability, this thing has flying. Same is true for first strike, double strike, death touch, haste, hexproof. Okay, I like this card actually. That's pretty cool. It basically gets whatever keyword is on the card that you exile, except for Ward. Ward always gets skipped in this list. I don't know why. But that is the best card in this pack, probably, so far. Blood Boil Sorcerer. 3 and a red for a 3/3. Whenever this thing enters the battlefield, you take the initiative. Nice. Pay 1 and a red, sacrifice an artifact or creature, goad target creature. I hate goading, but that is a really good ability and a really good entrance ability, so I will definitely put you in the middle of this pack for sure, at least. Give you props. Dimir Keyrune, 3, tap to add blue or black, sorry. Pay blue and black, this thing becomes a 2/2 blue-black horror artifact creature token. Creature until end of turn and can't be blocked. Nice. That's not bad. Oxida Golem. Affinity for mountains, so it costs 6, but costs significantly less if you have a mountain. Has haste, and it's a 3/2. Basically, you could play it for free if you have 6 mountains in play, which is why I'm going to put it in the middle. Along with that Blood Boil Sorcerer guy. Sky Cloud Expanse. Pay 1, tap, get blue and white. It's okay. It's not my favorite kind of land, but I will take it. Thriving Heath, that can just go right to the back. That's terrible. We all know why. Shelter! Just missed the cutoff. Sorry. Apparently the fire truck decided to arrive at the apartment building right nearby for something. I don't really see any smoke or anything. Hopefully everybody's okay. But anyways, we're going to finish this. Shelter is 1 and a white for an instant that gives target creature you control gains protection from the color of your choice until end of turn. You get to draw a card. I like that. Daybreak Chaplain. 1 and a white for 1/3 human cleric with lifelink. Heck yes, I'll take that. Glimmer Point Stag. 2 and 2 white for 3/3 with vigilance. When it enters the battlefield, exile another target permanent. Return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. Okay. Terrible. And yeah. Not gonna be my first choice probably, but it's not bad. It goes middle of the road. I mean, that pack was alright. I really like Shelter, Daybreak, Chaplain, the Stag. I think the best part of the pack, the Soul Flare is definitely the best card, for sure. I think the best thing about that pack, though, was the way it started off with 3 birds. I think that's just funny. But definitely not showing you the hit of the day. I think the hit of the day has got to be the Architect of Thought. I think that is going to probably actually be worth a few dollars, possibly even. But I mean, even still, if not, that is insanely cool final ability. If you can actually get to the ultimate and pull it off, you get to play 3 random cards, potentially, without paying their mana costs. Oh, that would be so much fun. Anyways, I'm going to leave it there, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode of Dollarama Draws of Destiny! I got it in for you at the end. Much love to you all from Kaiba at home and myself in the car. Once again, to you, take care. Have a great day. Love you all. Bye.